Long before names were spoken, glaciers shaped the peaks of the Caucasus. Beneath the shadow of Mount Kazbek, the first tribes built their fires and dreams. Here, legends were born, of Prometheus chained to the rock, of gods and mortals meeting where earth and heaven merge. In the golden lands of Colchis, seekers came, Argonauts in pursuit of myth. By the shores of the Black Sea, temples rose to the sun, and the name of Medea was whispered through incense and flame. From the coast to the highlands, new voices joined, the Greeks of Dioscuria, and from there, meeting grew the roots of Kartli, the kingdom of Iberia. Then came light. Saint Nino, bearing the cross of vine and faith, walked the valleys and mountains. And a nation found its soul in the word of Christ. Stone churches rose where eagles nested. And at Svetitskovli, a pillar came alive with faith. High in the monasteries of the Caucasus, monks sang and wrote the language of eternity. Byzantine art shaped their hands. And from their brushes, Georgia learned to see beauty as prayer. Fortresses guarded the valleys. And in the halls of kings, envoys from Byzantium bowed with respect. But peace never lasted long. Arab storms swept through fire and steel, yet faith endured. Then came King David the Builder, the Uniter, who lifted Georgia into its first dawn of strength. At Didgori, courage became legend. And under Queen Tamar, light turned to gold. Gelati, Vardzia, cathedrals of stone and spirit, where voices of monks rose like mountains themselves. Through the Silk Road, caravans crossed from east to west, bringing color, stories, and song. Artists and poets filled the land with grace until the Mongol shadows fell. The kingdom shattered, yet never surrendered its heart. Princes ruled the valleys, courage ruled the soul. At Bessioni, outnumbered and unbroken, Georgians fought with faith alone. Cities became havens of tolerance. Mosques and churches stood side by side. And in the mountains, Kakheti stood strong against the storm. Empires burned, rebuilt and burned again. Persian armies took Tbilisi, but not its spirit. King Erekle II rose for independence, signing new hopes beneath foreign crowns. The Treaty of Georgievsk promised protection. But empires do not protect. They claim. Still, poetry bloomed. Noble families nurtured words like seeds in stone. Tiflis became a city of art, where writers and painters spoke in whispers of freedom. Railways crossed the Caucasus. Schools awakened the nation's soul. And through war and empire's fall, Georgia stood ready to rise again. The first republic was born, a breath of liberty in 1980. Soon drowned by silence and fear. Yet even in the years of steel and shadow, poets resisted with ink instead of arms. Through war, hunger, and exile, the Georgian heart endured, unbroken, unforgotten. Then came a new dawn. The 1960s sang of hope and art. And Tbilisi became the city of dreamers. In 1989, hands raised not in anger but in peace. And in 1991, the word freedom was spoken once more. Darkness followed, civil war and loss. But from ruin rose renewal, reform, rebuilding, and the birth of a new democracy. A new generation looking to the stars of Europe. Today, bridges of glass rise beside cathedrals of faith.